You are listening to the People First podcast.
People First is a self-advocacy group run by people with learning disabilities, and People First podcast is a platform to raise awareness about real issues that affect people with learning disabilities in our community and all around the world.
We aim to inform and entertain our listeners by interviewing interesting guests and talking about the things that really matter to us. This is like having a stage to speak out and get our voices heard. Welcome to the People First podcast. Today we are interviewing a local duo called Undercover2, who are an acoustic music band. I would just like to thank the two members, Alan and Mick, for taking their time to come in and talk to us.
Welcome.
Yeah, thanks for inviting us.
When did Undercover start?
Al, you can answer this one.
Well, we've been going, as Undercover2 now, we've been going probably just over 6 months, I would say.
Well, before that, we were undercover, and we've been in a band together for over 25 years.
What instruments do you play in the band?
Well, I play the guitar, and I do quite a bit of the singing, but we both do a similar thing, but mixed mainly on bass guitar. He plays
Mandolin.
mouth organ.
Oh, I really like the mouth organ, it makes a lovely sound.
And I also we have an electronic drum machine, and I play that with my feet.
Was the electric drum kit used with the original Undercover lineup?
Yeah, we've always had an electronic drum machine in the band right from the very start.
Do you come from a musical background?
Well, I don't particularly come from a musical background. This is me. But my dad used to play the drums, and he used to play the piano, but he was never taught how to play anything. Self-taught. And I have 3 brothers, and all of us taught ourselves to play the guitar a long time ago when we were 11, from a famous book called Bert Weaver's Play in a Day. It took me a lot longer than a day to learn, but that's the book we learned from.
And I've been playing for quite a while now, but my eldest brother used to play and sing. So I basically learned from him really when I was about 15.
Whereabouts do you play gigs?
We play gigs mainly around the Skipton area, towards Harrogate, towards Lancashire, towards Keighley and Bradford, all around our local area. But what sometimes happens is somebody sees us locally and they ask us if we'll play somewhere different. So, for instance, this weekend we've just come back from playing at a tennis club in London. So we've been all the way down to London this weekend to play.
Oh, wow.
That's a very famous tennis club in South East London, beginning with W.
Is that Wimbledon?
No, Wigmore Tennis Club. No, it's just not quite as big as Wimbledon, but it's just down the road from it, which is we had a great time, and it was nice to meet people. So yeah, there are other places we've played on.
Quite a few places, yes. We've even played in fields and outdoor gigs, especially through the summer, and charity gigs as well. With a lot of other groups playing.
In at the millennium, the year 2000, we were playing up in Scotland.
Oh, wow.
And the farthest away that we've ever played is on a small Greek island. Somebody asked us to play at the wedding, so we went over and played at a wedding in Greece.
Oh, my goodness. Was that exciting?
It was very nice, especially being August. I thought it was going to be very hot, but actually it was quite nice weather because you had that breeze.
What's your favourite song to play?
Well, I have a lot of favourites actually, and I think probably some of my favourites are the slow ones, the ballads, rather than the fast ones and loud ones. But I also like rock and roll as well, which is fast and loud. So I don't think I have a favourite song, but usually if it's in a quiet pub corner somewhere, then a slow one would be my favourite. If it's in a rowdy pub where they're all wanting to dance, then it'd be a rock and roll song, I would think.
I like loud music as well.
Whereas my favourite, I'm the opposite. I like it a little bit rocky, and I like songs that people know the words to so they can join in. And I like songs that are a bit interesting to play on the bass, because the bass can be a little bit simple. So I like the ones that are a bit interesting to play on the bass. And one of my favourites that we do is a song called Stuck in the Middle.
That's by Steamers Wheel. It was originally by Steamers Wheel.
That's right, I remember.
What is your least favourite song to play?
Well, I know that one. It's an old song, and it's called "I O Silver Lining."
No, it's a brilliant. It's many people have covered it, and it's a brilliant record. It's a wonderful record. It's just a wonderful record.
The problem is that everywhere we go, they all want to hear I O Silver Lining, don't they? So we often have to play it. Yeah. And my least favourite song, I don't well, the song used to be all right, but everybody asks for it now. One
American Pie.
No, not American Pie. That's my second least favourite. The Neil Diamond song.
Sweet Caroline.
And So Sweet Caroline. We all know that one. It's a great hit. Neil Diamond sings it beautifully, and I really liked how they sung it on the Jubilee night for the Queen.
We'll just give you a second of it and see if you can sing it. Ready? 2, 3, 4.
Where it began, I can't begin to know.
We need you all to sing.
But then I know it's growing strong. Was in the spring, and spring became summer. Who could we go along?
Now we need your hands up in the air, everybody. Come on.
Touching hands, reaching out, touching me, touching you.
I think you can do it, everybody.
Sweet Caroline, times never seem so good. So good. I can't hide. To believe in our sweet Caroline.
Hey, excellent. Now we've found a better singers out.
Yeah.
Well, I wanted a choir a while back.
You were in the choir?
Yeah.
All right, very good. What was your favourite song in the choir? I'm interviewing you.
I don't know. We did do Music, Sweet Dreams,
All right.
Waiters, Teenage that.
Oh, that's a good
Oh, yeah.
song.
Oh, yeah. So, did quite a few.
Good.
What music inspires you the most and why?
Well, I quite like, this is Al, I quite like country music. I don't know why I keep going back to it for some reason. I think because the words are just basic words that everyday people experience.
And Mick, I get inspired by, well, a whole range of music. I mean, some classical music I find inspiring, but I think I like simple guitar vocal music that is sung well and played well. So a simple song without too much backing is what I like to hear.
That's really good because I like the sort of music you cover.
Oh, it's great.
So we're doing something right then.
Do you have CDs or recordings?
Well, yeah, we do have CDs, but we don't sell them because nobody buys them. So we have to give our CDs away. No, we recorded a CD quite a long time ago. And when we got to our 25th year celebration, just before we went to be an Undercover2, we recorded quite a lot of tracks live, and I'm still in the process of mixing them and making them presentable. So yes, so we do have, but we don't have anything out there that the public can buy because we're a bit of a unique band. I think you need to see us to understand what we're like, really.
We heard you used to be a teacher. What subjects did you teach your students?
Well, I started off as a PE teacher, and then I worked with young people with all different kinds of additional needs. And I finished up being a head teacher at school. So I used to teach every day, but I used to really teach reading then. But I was also heavily involved in the sport and the music. So when we did productions, then I used to play on in the productions as well. Oh, and assemblies, of course.
Do you know any bands whose members have learning disabilities?
Well, the person I know the most is I've got a nephew called Barnaby who lives down in Brighton, and he has some additional needs, and he plays the drums. And he's a very good drummer, isn't he?
And mouth organ.
Oh yeah, and
Yeah.
his mouth organ, yeah, he plays, and he plays sometimes in the band with his mates. But I don't know of any other bands at the minute who have members with learning disabilities. Why are you thinking of joining? Would you like to join Undercover2 then? Is that what you're after?
We interviewed a band a few weeks ago called Ultimate Thunder.
All right. Where are they from?
These are based in Leeds.
We can see you have brought some instruments into the studio. Would you be able to play us a song?
Yes.
We'd love to play your song, yeah. If you can put up with us for long enough.
I might try that one.
Yeah.
People like.
This is a song called Stuck in the Middle.
Well, I don't know why I came here tonight. I got a feeling that something ain't right. I'm so scared in case I fall off my chair. And I'm wondering how I'll get down the stairs. Oh, I'm still left, my joke is still right. Here I am, stuck in the middle with you. Yes, I'm stuck in the middle with you. And I'm wondering what it is I should do. Is it cool to fall asleep on the floor? And I don't think I can take any more. Oh, clowns to let is to right, here I am, stuck in the middle with you. Well, you started off with nothing, now that you're a self-made. Friends, they often calling, tap you on the back and say, please, please. Trying to make some sense of it all, but I can see it makes no sense at all. Is it cool to fall asleep on the floor? And I don't think I can take anymore. Walk around, still left, the joke is still right, here I am, sitting in the middle with you. Well, you started off with nothing, now that you're a self-made. Friends, they often calling, tap you on the back and say, please, please. Well, I don't know why I came in tonight. Got a feeling there's something ain't right. I'm too scared in case I fall off a chair. And I'm wondering how we'll get down the stairs. All clouds to legend. The joke is to ride, here I am, stuck in the middle with you. Yes, I'm stuck in the middle with you. Yes, I'm stuck in the middle with you. Yes, I'm. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you so much for that. That's a great way to end the show, as that's all we have time for today. Thanks again for coming into our studio to answer our questions and play us some music. We hope you've enjoyed, and good luck for the future.
Thanks very much, everybody. We've had
Thank
a
you.
great time.
Thanks very much. It's been a pleasure.
As always, remember to like and share the podcast. This helps us get more listeners and keeps the show growing. You can also tweet at us at PFKC Podcast if you have any questions or comments about the show. See you next time.